I'm sure you all know about Twitch, the incredibly popular live streaming platform that if you're the top 1% will have a insane dedicated following of people that will watch you, donate, subscribe, and adore you. Maybe a bit too much in the adoring department. Some of them might end up being stalkers, but thankfully it's few and far between. What about the other 99%? Well, I do want to say, if you want to try and grow on Twitch and you're a small streamer, good luck. Before I get into this, you're probably wondering, is this the same video that Critical made a couple days ago? Yes, it is, but I've technically been in a semi-coma because I've had a root canal. It didn't go too great. I'm still in a lot of pain. I'm doped up on antibiotics at the minute and painkillers. You know what? You're getting this from the perspective of a British person, so where else can you get that? So this story regards the other 99% of Twitch, not the people that get tens of thousands or thousands or even hundreds. These are the people that get tens of views, 10, 20, 50 views a stream. The kind of people that Mr. Breast would purposely seek out on Twitch and then donate money to them and record their reaction for a YouTube video. Well, one of these smaller streamers, they did a big oopsie. Like, I'm talking a PewDiePie level oopsie. An oopsie where PewDiePie says oopsie. And this problem arose with an interaction that the streamer had with one of their own viewers.
Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my god, we'll tell you what, Mr. Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna talk about it in my chat. Because it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer. And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat.
So apparently the context here is the chatter, the girl Alicia, was a semi-regular viewer of this guy's stream. Apparently they've talked in Discord privately, stuff like that. They're not friends, but they're aware of each other's existence. The streamer then recognized her for being a regular and asked, you know, like, where have you been? It's been a while. How are things? And to get some kind of acknowledgement for being a regular viewer, it's really nice. I do it with chat as well. And then she goes on to say that she's took some time off because her mum passed away, which sucks. And this guy explodes. Like, we are talking a phase 3 hidden boss in Elden Ring, making her look like the bad guy for a question that he asked in the first place. The thing is, after this Comedy Central roast edition, he then follows up with, I'm sorry that happened, which is like the most insincere thing. Like, the thing is, chat can sometimes move quickly, or sometimes someone will say something that you don't really care about, or, you know, don't really have any interest in. That is fine. But bro, I mean, you could have just quickly blurted out, like, sorry about that, take care of yourself. That's it. Was that like 7 words? I will be a little bit of a contrarian here. I do understand that a lot of streamers don't want a relationship with their audience. You will have people that make videos saying, I'm not your friend. Don't speak to me like you're my friend. You are a viewer. You give me money. That's it. Seems a little bit cold, but I get it 100%. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have people like Dream who call their fans, or what was it, their kittens or something? There is a tweet where he called his fans a bunch of kittens. Memes aside, I really do not care about how you run your own community. The thing is, every community is going to be different, and it relies entirely, well, 99% on the host and how they act to their audience. If they're more opening, the audience is going to be more open, and vice versa. But again, it's like, you know, with all these differences aside, you still kind of have to act like a human being. This is the equivalent of me streaming. Someone in my chat says, I had a family member pass today, and then I reply going unlucky, and then I time them out for 500 seconds. Now, so far, it isn't too bad. It's not the end of the world. The guy's been a dick, but then it gets so much worse. For the next 2 minutes, he proceeds to basically blame the woman for even bringing up the thing that he asked about.
Well, okay, Mr. Dirty Curvy, you said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Curvy. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are 2 acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it. How are you? Good, or you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it.
I like how he expects everyone on Earth to have 2 emotions. You come into my chat, you say you had a good day, or you shut up. The thing is, again, to be contrarian, I get it. You know, the whole parasocial thing, streamers, e-celebs having too much of a connection with their fan base, and it gets a bit weird. I get that, and if he doesn't want that, I totally understand. You do, unfortunately, get, with a lot of streamers, people that just become stalkers, that they follow them around, think that they're their friend, and they're not. That hasn't happened with me, thankfully, because you guys would need to leave the house for that to happen. Now, that being said, this guy is acting like this woman in chat just like Thanos snapped his Twitch contract into oblivion or something. If she was being more pushy about it, being like, could you make me feel better? You know, or something like that, trying to like goad him on, I would kind of get the shutdown. But then to make things even worse, he proceeds to move the goalpost of basically talking about anything negative is now off limits.
Unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it. I figured this is a good opportunity to inform you. Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got stolen. So I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God, like,
Oh, there's so much bad news here, man. Can we keep the positive vibes going, please? I get it, okay? Statistically, humans are only happy 20% of their life. I get that. But please, chat, could you try for just 5 minutes? Now, again, I have to be contrarian, but you know, trauma dumping onto your favorite streamer, that's not cool. The problem is it's bad for them and it's bad for you because you're looking at someone who you look up to. Therefore, there's a higher chance that you will take their advice genuinely without a pinch of salt. But the problem is the streamer you're asking is probably not giving very good advice, very insincere, quickly rushed because they're doing something else. And it's not really going to help you. From personal experience, I've had donations before where people have told me about, like, you know, family or pets passing is usually, and the advice that I give, as much as I try to be genuine, it usually is dog shit. It's not helpful. It's usually something generic like every day gets brighter, which isn't even my thing, by the way. I stole that from the Mandela catalog. I think the reason why this streamer is being shit on so much right now is because you could go onto nearly any other streamer on the planet, no matter how controversial or how cancelled they are, and if they get a dono similar to this, they will act like a human being.
Oh, Royale, thank you for the $49.99. I lost my mother to cancer recently, and your audiobook in particular has helped me stay sane-ish during all this time. You're the best doctor ever. Hey, Casino Royale, man, sorry to hear about your loss. That is not a fun time, huh? Damn.
He eventually did put out a tweet response, you know, actually apologizing for what he said, saying that even though he didn't agree with it, it was out of line. And then he kind of tries to like cancel his own apology by saying he just doesn't like trauma dumping. But again, it is something you asked. It is not that deep. And this is where this video should end, but it just keeps going. He uploaded an unlisted YouTube video where he seems to not really even apologize and double down on everything instead.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is John, or disgusting piece of shit, as some of you prefer to call me on Twitter. Either is fine. It's cool.
I think the worst way to open any kind of response video is to make a snide jab at half the people that hate you, and you're trying to actually win over their affection. It's the equivalent of going, "What's up, cum stains? Welcome to my response video."
The clip that this individual has provided was edited and chopped up to cut out a lot of the context and dialogue required, I feel, to fairly assess the matter as it truly unfolded. You've seen the edit, but what it doesn't show is that twice I didn't acknowledge her comments about the deceased family member on purpose. I read them to myself, but didn't react in depth in an attempt to simply avoid having the stream temporarily hijacked by this type of heavy, serious trauma commenting. It wasn't until the third time that she brought it up in chat and expressed how horrible life has been that I reacted to it the way that I did.
I mean, that makes sense. You know, context is everything. I understand that. And it was cut up pretty heavily. But at the same time, you could have just let them down slowly, even if they were asking multiple times. And even if you believed that it was malicious and they were trying to, you know, somehow hijack your stream, you could have just gone, you know, I'm sorry that happened, but I really don't know what to tell you. Like, I am not your counselor. I'm not your therapist. That can even still come across as insincere. That is miles better than you exploding and having like a temper tantrum in front of your entire chat. The thing is, you can tell that even though this response he's done is scripted entirely, he's put a bit of thought into it. Like with the editing department, he hasn't. At one part, he still gets a follow on his account, and he just keeps it in. He thanks the follow during an unlisted apology video.
Excited.
Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS. Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Maybe we should just, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to cut this out. Let's one and done. I like to say one and done.
Now, to be fair, in his defense, he takes one bit of responsibility. He actually says, you know, he did have a temper tantrum and he should have kind of just let it slide and he didn't. So fair play there. We're in a bit too deep now, but fair play.
But I'm not sorry for reminding her and others in the community to leave your baggage at the door when you enter someone's chat. I should have just skipped over her comments and moved on, but I didn't. And people make mistakes, and that happens to be one of the mistakes that I've made.
I like how when he makes an oopsie, he doesn't need to apologize. He just goes, people make mistakes. We're all human, right? Also, to top it all off, he finishes the apology with just this completely backhanded sentence.
But I do read some of it, like not much, but some of it. And I'll be taking your views into consideration, probably with popcorn in the Discord with a few homies, if I'm being completely honest. I'd like to end this little rant by saying Twitch is an amazing place.
I'm not sure what's worse. The fact that he said he's going to be eating popcorn in the boys like some old Keemstar 2018 joke, or that he said Twitch is an amazing place. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. This guy's just a walking L, and I wish the girl the best. I mean, it is awkward. I get it. It's complicated. You know, sometimes you don't want to interact with messages like that, but to almost like negate any negative human emotion whatsoever, like it's 1984. It's just, I don't know. Twitch streamers be like, they feel off.